So thank you for joining us. Today's Ask Wayne is explicitly going to be focused on our new merchandising features that are part of Vexture, as well as some other features that rolled out in 10.13. 10.13 was released this past Tuesday. So to get access to the features we're going to highlight today, you need two things. You need to be on version 10.13, which any of our customers is eligible to upgrade to, and I know many do right away. And then the second thing is for the merchandising feature specifically, you need to be subscribed to Vexture. So with that, Nick's going to start with a quick overview of Vexture Search. If you're on this webinar, my guess is you've probably seen this, but Vexture Search was released last month as part of 10.12.03. So Vexture Search is our AI-based semantic search engine. And so what happens when you sign up for Vexture is Wayne specifically, will get with you and tune your store with you. It's very different than other products in the space, the traditional Elastic products. This is more of a tune once and done versus forever. You're welcome to go play with your tuning. But the way AI works and learns, it's really not designed to have to change things as information comes out. It's designed to stay up to date with how you've got it configured. So Nick, why don't you walk through a quick run through Vexture Search?
Yeah, what I just showed here was the part where Rick was just talking about tuning. Wayne does a really good job of walking you through this, setting it up. So once you get this set up and signed up, it's kind of like Rick said, it's one and done. But what's really cool about it is that there are ways to set it up to make it global. So if you're in your global settings, you can go in here and you can set your not there. You can go here and you can set your search to use a index that has been created. And then if you wanted to test it out, you can even do it branch specific. So on the product list flex component, there will be an option on the search part down here to easily update where the products are coming from. And oops, sorry, right here to update where the products are coming from to be either relational, which is MySQL, or AI, which is our blended vector search.
And system is how you have the global system configured, right?
Yeah, the global, correct. Yes, yep.
And just before we start this webinar, you didn't accidentally set us on relational just now, did you?
No, I did not. I did not say this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it's what's really important about it is that it's super easy to set up. Like if you're on our native search, it's a couple clicks a button, and then it's tuning your results, right? So it's really easy to get set up and get started.
Yeah, Wayne, how long are your average enablements taking? You're muted in case you're
Yeah,
answering.
no, yeah. I spend about an hour, but we just go over all the settings and such. But it really can be done in less time. I've had one other customer that we spun it up really quickly, but he had already gone through a session, so he knew all the tools and tuning. So it was just really fast for him. 30 minutes to an hour, it's just going over the settings, and then it's done, pretty much.
Awesome. So the first leg of Vexture that we announced back at Miva earlier this year was semantic search. And from 10.12.00 through 10.12.03, we really evolved that into the blended search that is now live and what we recommend, which gives you the best of both worlds, from AI semantic search to product part matching and everything in between. And the next leg of this stool is merchandising. So what do we mean by merchandising? Merchandising is the ability to intelligently promote products to shoppers. And you're really trying to achieve a few goals here. One is you're trying to increase your AOV. You're trying to increase product discovery so that they find the products they want, and you're trying to increase your profit and ultimately your bottom line. So why don't you walk through with what we're seeing here, Nick?
Yeah, first, before we go into like the individual details of each setting and everything like that, I'm just going to walk through setting up one completely, right, from the startup. So let's say we wanted to create a new prompt that we're going to call it interested in. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add the prompt. I'm going to say interested in. I'm just going to leave the code of interested. So I have some other prompts I can use, one of them as a base if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to call it something different, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to give it a description, say product based prompt that will show other products. All right, so I'm going to continue to from this is all just description, name, and code. And here's where the real magic lies, right? Everyone's familiar with this prompt screen. And this is where you're going to really use your prompting skills and some of these tokens to create a really specific prompt. And in this case, we're going to create one for products that are interested in. So I'm just going to copy this so I don't have to retype the whole thing. But you'll see it says based on this product, and it's using the product token. And you have these 3 tokens, product, category, and basket content, and they hold all the default information for those. So it holds all that product information, it holds all that category information if it's on a category page, if it's on a product page. And so it's going to be looking for other product types of this product that the shopper might be interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so it's going to give me, because I have this product token, it's going to give me ability to select a different product. This one specifically, if we look it up here, because my product codes aren't very descriptive, I believe it's a blouse. So here we have a blouse, it's a black blouse. And it is saying that, hey, look, it's looking for a blouse, and this is the brand name. So it's going to show me other blouses by this same brand. Rick, anything you want to chime in on and talk about during this?
Yeah, so the main, and I just posted in the Q&A system, I posted the link to all of our docs that explain how to do this in detail. But really the paradigm is what's changed here, right? So merchandising used to be a series of linear algebra equations that say if someone's looking at an elder blouse, then we would like to suggest to them a belt or whatever. And it was much more rigid than modern AI systems, modern LLM-based AI systems. Our current system is using ChatGPT 4.0 under the hood, but that's something that we can tweak over time depending on results. But what this allows you to do is this allows you to write in plain English a concept and then see what kind of results it gets you and then tweak it. And then right now, the first scenario we're playing with here is an interested in, and then Nick's going to walk through and show you how this will turn into something on your website. So once you get a prompt you like here we've got one that is figuring out that someone wants more of these, then you can go show this via page builder on your site.
Yep. And so since this is using, so we have, like I said, we have this product token. So essentially we kind of want to put this on a product page so we have that data passing through because it's going to show similar products to that product. So in this instance, we would want to put it on the product page. So we're going to go to our user interface. We're going to go look for our product display page. I'm going to add another component, and I'm going to add the product carousel component. It's taking a while for this to load for a second.
Yeah, and your internet
so within the product carousel component, you now have the ability to change where the products are coming from. Oh, my internet is not doing great right now. I am sorry about that. It should be coming back here in a second. Try this again. All right. So we're going to change this so we're not looking at that anymore. We're going to go to a headband here.
We're not looking at the radiator hose at the women's clothing store.
Yeah. All right. So here's a headband. I'm going to go ahead and hide the related products. Sorry for the internet problem. I'm going to go ahead and add a component here. As I mentioned, so you can use 2 components. You can use the product carousel component, or you can use the product list component. Within both those components, you have the ability to change where the products are coming from. So I'm going to select Vexture merchandising. I'm going to go in and I'm going to select my interested in prompt. And then if we scroll down here, you'll see that it's going to show my other headbands that are just like this in the same type and everything else. And so this is one way to show it. Also, I created a page within here. So I have this holiday gifts page. And if we go back to my merchandising section, I created this prompt called holiday gifts, and it says, show me products from this category that make great low-cost gifts for the holidays, right? And so I went in and I created a page within Miva. I just called it holiday. And I then assigned the product list component, and I told it to take the products from my holiday gifts prompt. And now I have this page that takes products from everywhere, and it will show you the best ones for that. So I can go to the holiday gifts page, and if I go here, oops, let's go to there we go. So here's my holiday gifts page, and so this is using my prompt generator, and it's just a page using the product list component.
Yeah, so today with Vexture merchandising as it exists today, you can build landing and promotional pages with Vexture. And then in the future, we're going to have you, so Vexture landing pages today, explicitly how they work is they're dynamic. So if you change your product catalog, you don't have to reprogram this page. It will just stay up to date based on the prompts. But there can be a scenario where you want to build a category or a collection off of a specific set of results, and maybe you want to do it based on a point in time so that it's not dynamic. We're going to add that in a future update. Which one do you want to walk through next, Nick?
So I can just show you guys some of the other ones. So one of the other ones that we have here is this increase AOV. So it says based on the items in the shopper's basket, what are some of the low cost, high margin for, I should say high margin items for an impulse buy that will increase my AOV. So because this has the basket contents, what it's going to do, it's going to take the items that are in my basket currently. So if we go back to my store here, you'll notice that I've got some women's trousers in my basket. And so it's going to say, hey, look, an impulse buy might be some jewelry or some socks or some scarves. Let's show them those type of things. And once again, this can just be added to a product carousel, and then this can be added to the basket page where then they can maybe click on one of these as an impulse buy.
So this gets to the heart of the paradigm shift I'm talking about, right? So, and then there's a couple questions I want to answer, and then we'll keep working through this. So what you can do is what you can do here is really rethink how you do marketing and merchandising. The model already has intelligence based on the tokens we're giving it, and then in a future update, for example, you'll be able to look at a customer's order history and make even more intelligent recommendations based on the customer's order history. All of these tokens, really, those plus the power of the LLM is what gives you the robust ability to dynamically create high value, high profit merchandising without having to sit there and have a person tuning it all the time. One of the questions that came in is that since this is using ChatGPT, if it's down, would the feature be down? No, ChatGPT is what's used during the prompt creation, but the actual results are coming from our local Vexture AI index. So ChatGPT being down would change your ability to play with these features in admin while it's down, but it would not change your ability to display results on the shopping side.
Yep, and these prompts are really endless. Like here's another one. This says, based on the basket contents, complete the outfit using a similar color products from other categories. And so as you saw before, I had some pants in there. And so now it's saying, hey, do you want some blouses? And it's even showing the same brand that I showed before. So it's really just endless, and it's up to you of what you can create with these prompts.
Yeah, and let me give you a different example of that kind of prompt. Let's say you sell auto parts. I was hoping Rick from Suncoast would be on, but he's not today. But if I was Rick from Suncoast and someone went and searched for some headlights for a specific car he sells, I would create a prompt that says, based on what's in this person's basket or based on what this person just searched for, determine what project you think they're working on, including the year, make, model, if you know it, and suggest other products that may be related to this project. And you can start getting very specific results crafted around the thing the person's working on. Same thing if you're selling kitchen appliances, right? I just searched for a fridge. These systems have the intelligence to know, well, I'm not going to provide you like a bath mirror. I should show you a sink. And so that's really where the genius comes in without having to do it one by one as a person.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so I mean, merchandising, it's one of the big features that was added. We had a couple new Flex components that were added into there. Do you have anything else you want to say about merchandising before I move on to Flex components?
No, but I do want to. I'm watching the chat and the QA, and so Johnny from Three Rivers asked, "What the item shows, it certainly shows why it picked them. Not exactly. What it does is it shows the prompt that it used to get them. The underlying why, it doesn't show you that. That's true here, and that's true kind of in every AI model. So it doesn't show you the logic chain. It is basing it, and this is where the human part, the man in the middle, so to speak, tuning comes in. That's very, very important. This is the human portion of this work. You craft prompts, you test against your product sets, and you get results that you believe are accurate for what you want, and then it does the rest behind the scenes.
Are there any more questions in there before we?
There's a question. I think I know the answer to this, but there's a question from Jeff Blair that says, does merchandising feature only work with page builder? I think the answer is yes, but I'm not 100% sure.
So yeah, yes. Yes, you can only link it up to those two Flex components currently. You can also create your own Flex component and use the prompts results as well. There'll be developer documentation for that. But yes, currently the only way to do that is through our Flex components.
The one thing I would say though is you can have just a single Flex component on a page. So when it only works through Page Builder in the sense that this is the UI for interacting with it, but you can stick a Page Builder component on any page. And I'm not sure most of our customers fully know that. You don't have to rebuild your site to get there. You could go to your current product display page. You can go insert a Flex component. Do we call it a Figment or a
Fragment?
Fragment? Yep, and put it in there, and it will work. So it doesn't require a whole site rebuild to get to it, but the UI for using these tools is Page Builder. Okay. No, keep on rolling, Nick.
All right. So along with merchandising, we had a couple smaller yet still significant updates. We added 2 new Flex components. The first one we added was the category list Flex component. So previously, when you wanted to show a list of subcategories on the top of a category page, you would use the theme components and use some template code to display those. Now we have it has its own component. So in Shadows 10.13, the category display page now has the category list component. And essentially what that does is it is going to pull in the subcategories of whatever category is assigned to that page. You also have the ability to select a specific category. So like if you created your own page, you could add this, select a specific category, and it will show all the subcategories underneath there.
Yeah, and this was a real limitation for people who wanted to build their cat page via Page Builder before. So you have been able to do a basic category page with Page Builder for a little while. This completes the circle here. You should be able to develop and design your category pages fully from Page Builder and the Flex components.
Yep, and you can edit the cards just like a product card. So you can add a custom field in there. You can add an image in there. You can add a fragment in there. So it's really customizable, just like the old way of using the template code would be.
There's a follow-up question on what we said before about Page Builder, Nick, so I'll let you answer it. So the question also from Jeff Blair is, can I populate a hidden Flex category and then feed a featured slider to display the hidden categories merchandising results? So if I understand what you're saying, you create a hidden category to generate all the results that no one's going to see, and then you're going to feature those results using the slider on a different page. If I understand that correct, I believe so, but I'll let Nick chase that down.
I believe you can assign an inactive category, but the better way to do that would be to use collections. I would create a collection with all of those, and then you can assign the collection to an inactive category or a category and use it that way, or just assign the collection wherever you want. But I think leveraging collections would be a better way for that.
Okay, great.
Okay, the other Flex component we added was the combination facet product fitment list component. And this is for everyone who's using the combination facets.
I hate the name of this particular component because it's so powerful and so great. And in plain English, no one knows what a combination facet is, although I understand what John is going for.
Yep. So essentially what this does, it allows you, so there's some new settings within the combination facet fitment section, the combination facet settings. There is a setting here that says fitment list public. So when this is active, then when this is assigned, then this combination facet will be allowed to display a tabled base list of the combination facets. And then you even have the ability to make it a range. So like if they're numbers, you can make it a range. You can hide a facet if you want as well. But here's what it looks like. So if I go to user interface and go to prod page. So this can be added 2 ways. It can be added as a standalone component where you have this product fitment list. I can go and look up my code and add that. I'm going to change my product here to hose, my radiator hose. And now you can see down here, I've got my product fitment list as a standalone component. It can be styled using some of the styling things within here, but it also can be added within the product details component itself. So say you wanted to create a new tab for your product fitment list, you could then create a new tab and it would show that within here as well. I got to turn this off to do that. There it goes. So there I have it within there as well. So it's a powerful component. You can put this on a standalone page if you have a product display page, but it's really powerful to show this easily using Page Builder.
Awesome. If there's questions, please post them either in chat or in the QA. have we covered all the 1013 stuff?
So that's all of the major things. There's some other
Did you
minor.
show the basket? Did you show the in-basket promo? Did we walk through using merchandising in a basket?
I don't think I did. I think I have one on my basket page. Let's take a look. Nope, I didn't. So to put it on the basket page, I did have one. We could do that. So let's go to page builder, go to Bask. And in
We're
here,
really excited to see how people use these features because I think we're going to see some really creative uses of this. It's the kind of technology that unleashes creativity, and that creativity in this case allows your business to grow.
So here we'll add a product carousel, and we will change it to be Vexture merchandising, and we're going to do the same brand. This one is a product list of similar brands that you already have within your basket. So if we select this, you can see that I'm now getting these Neef trousers, long sleeves, everything that would kind of match this type of thing here.
And then go ahead and save that and show them our real basket.
Let me delete this. So we'll save it. We'll close that out and oops.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
And so now on the basket page, you have an upsell opportunity to before they go into checkout. All right, I don't see any more questions coming in. Oh, hold on. Cart from Three Rivers. What is the best way to learn how to update page templates to Page Builder? For your site, I would probably say talk to your e-commerce, your account manager, your EVC. But the easiest thing to do, Nick, what's the best way for them to do it? Probably just spin up a branch with 1013 shadows, right?
I was going to say,
correct. Yes. Spin up a branch with and apply 1013 shadows. Branches are self-contained, so you should be able to do that, no problem. Create a new branch, apply the framework to it, then you could test it all out and try everything that you need to do. Integrating, we have documentation in the support docs that show you how to integrate already standalone pages with Page Builder by just putting the item in there. So go ahead and search the search docs. If not, ask Tack. Tack is really knowledgeable in that as well.
Yeah, if your site doesn't need a whole rebuild, if your site does not need a whole rebuild, there is no pragmatic reason why you need to rebuild from scratch in Page Builder to create the same thing you have. If you have a header and footer that you never change, for example, then you don't really need to spend the time, even if it's only a couple hours, to do that because you don't get any benefit. The benefit of switching everything to Page Builder is that it's so easy to then maintain content going forward. So I would focus on the things that take you the most time. For example, this demo site, internally we have a project to and you can get to this demo site publicly if you go to the URL. It's stylecloset.mivademo.com. We have a project to have high quality data for our demos going forward because forever we've just taken whatever data we have. And so John Bertor went and set up some data sets so we can play with it. Nick built the site. Now, granted, there would be some very real work to go from here to a live site, but Nick built this demo site in a couple hours. And so the beauty of Page Builder is the ability to get up quickly with a high quality modern site. For those of you who have very custom sites, been around with Miva for a long time, then you would, you would use fragments to put pieces in. Question from Isabel Lawrence: how do I know if I need a whole site rebuild? I have an old site. I think the answer for that is really personal. So like you look at your site and if you think that it's outdated and rebuilding it would bring you conversions, that's a good way. Another way to know if you need a site rebuilder, and really it's about you. Like it's a visual thing. I equate it to a retail store. A retail store can't go indefinitely without doing a facelift. Same thing with an e-commerce store. So the two main issues I would have is if you think that navigation is difficult and slowing down conversions and it just looks out of date and like you're getting complaints from customers that's out of date, that would probably be my North Star. And then the second reason would be if you're just spending a lot of time and therefore money, whether it's your time or someone else's, maintaining your site, then you're doing too much work to keep status quo.
Yeah, you can't keep building on an old house. It's gonna take longer and longer and longer to keep fixing an old house. So, you got to start fresh. And once you do that, it makes, especially with the new features that we have today, updating to a new store makes maintaining so easy because the features are so easy to maintain as far as that kind of stuff goes.
I would say,
go ahead.
Sorry, Rick. Yeah, I was going to say the only thing to add to is to the Page Builder options is Rick's right. Changing certain pages or all your pages to use Page Builder is great, ease of use. But taking advantage of some of these other components that are in there, tools, is the scheduling aspect, right? Swapping out banners per holiday or something like that, plus cross-referencing to a price group that's already set up. So having the banner kick in that says you have this special going on and having a pre-built price group, all of these cross-referencing, it's kind of like you set these things up and you kind of let them roll, right? They're on a schedule. They change your website, gets a different banner. Your price group is already set up. It's banners saying the price group's going on. It's that ease of use, right? I have these ideas. I schedule them where, to the point Rick was just making, of where if you're not hooked into Page Builder like that, you have these events, you're paying somebody to go do these changes at certain times, right? Where you can maybe pre-set up different things.
Yeah, or you're waiting till, if you have map pricing and you can't launch a price until a certain point in time, you're waiting up till midnight so you can turn on your pricing. Those things can be fixed via Page Builder. There's a question from Fred Neff. Hey, Fred, it's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. If a customer comes in from Google search on a product landing page, what's the best way to direct them to all the related products? I think the example we used here on adding Vexture merchandising to the product display page is the best way. So let's walk through that example, Nick, real quick. So Matt, go back to your one of your headband pages where we have that the similar products turned on. Hoping I didn't lose Nick. Oh, we lost Nick. Okay, I can do this. Let me share my screen. In this example, I think we had a headband, I think. So here's a headband. So imagine in this world, someone came into Google directly on this page. They somehow saw something on Instagram with this number and they searched for it and they landed here. Using our new things, you can have all your related products down here and they're automatically filled in based on the product that's being displayed. So that is the best way to do it. If you have more questions about that, feel free to email me and I'll make sure someone gets you pointed in the right direction. All right, let me, now I've lost all my controls. Are there other questions in chat or anything? Okay, here we go. No, I think chat looks good. I think QA looks good. Awesome. Well, if there's no other questions, I really appreciate everyone's time this morning. We're 2 in a row for Nick's internet on Ask Wayne giving us some issues. So I think I got to send a fiber guy to his house. But beyond that, we are on about a 5 or 6 week release cadence. So we expect to be back with the next Ask Wayne sometime before Halloween with 10.13.01. And we have some exciting things coming. And we have a really exciting roadmap for 2026. I hope you all choose to come to Camp Miva in March in San Diego. It's going to be an awesome event. And we are... if you think what we've done in AI in the last 12 months is big, wait till you see what's coming. So thanks everyone for your time. We'll talk to you soon.